How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to the Arizona State Dynasty here on College Football 27. After coming off an ugly loss against Texas A&M, we take on Kansas in our first Big 12 matchup of the season. Now, let's not forget that we have a goal to win 75% of our conference games, and this is our first conference matchup of the season, so we're hoping to bounce back and get above 500 and start off conference play right. The Jayhawks are 2-0 as they beat FCS Midwest 27-24 and then beat Missouri by I want to say it was 30-20 something, maybe 30-21. That sounds right, but I don't remember. I just know they beat Missouri. You can see here the matchup. They are overall, quote-unquote, better than we are in terms of points per game and stops and all that good stuff. But we're hoping to turn things around here. And it's going to be tough. Cutter Boley, last game against A&M, threw for 3 picks. And we're hoping that changes here as we are ready to take the field. So we, of course, lost to Texas A&M, and it was ugly. They broke the 50 points, threshold there, but we're looking to bounce back. Kyson Brown picking up 3 on the first play of the game. 2nd and 7 now. Boley looking to throw, and it's picked off. So, second play of the game, and you start out with an interception, and Kansas is in prime goal-scoring territory here. They're in the red zone to start, and they didn't even have to do anything. So, Boley already with 5 interceptions on the season. He had 1 in week 1, 3 in week 2, and now he's up to 1 in week 1. And that's just unfortunate. So we'll see what the defense can do. That's what our bread and butter so far has been. I mean, you look at the scoreboard and you think, what? We didn't look great last week. But I still think our defense played well given the circumstances. So here we go. Isaiah Marshall and Dylan Edwards in the backfield, handing off to Edwards. He's going to pick up a few. 2nd and short for Kansas at the 11. Marshall Houston himself gets a couple. 3rd and inches. Hand off to Edwards again. He is wrapped up by Owen Long, and the Jayhawks will go for a field goal. So again, good stops by the defense to limit the damage, so to speak. Cutter Boley looking to figure it out here. Handoff for JBJ, and he will pick up just a few. Robinson is out there. I changed up our auto subs to make it keep fresh, and Robinson's going to pick up a chunk of change. That's 12 yards for the first down, and that's what we're hoping to see more of. Looking to throw over the middle, and that's caught. 3rd and long for the Sun Devils. And there's a first down. We are in the red zone. Trying to get on the board here. Boley looking to throw to Omarion Miller, and he gets stuck. 1st and goal. Handing it to JBJ. He works past some defenders and gets on through for a touchdown. Second drive looks a lot better. 7-3. Sun Devils. Marshall looking to throw downfield and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Edwards. He can't find much room. 3rd and long. Sun Devils looking to get another stop. Marshall looking to throw. Waits. Downfield to Brun, and he has got it for 30 yards. That's not great. New life for Kansas. 1st and 10 as we are a little bit over 3 minutes, or a little under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Trying to hold him here. Edwards has some room, breaks away to pick up the first down. They move it downfield. There's going to be a sack. Jalen Thompson, he had a couple of sacks in last week's game. Had 2, actually. He gets his 3rd sack of the season. Marshall having to get it out. He's going to keep it himself and scramble, but he cannot make it. And it's 4th and very long, so another good stop from this ASU defense. Starting the second quarter, Boley looking to throw to Omarion Miller, and these first few plays are the Omarion Miller show, and you'll see why. Boley over the middle. Omarion Miller has it. Gets a couple extra for 13 yards, or 16 yards, I should say. Moving it towards the midfield. Boley throwing to Omarion Miller again, and he gets it in some coverage for 22. Midfield now. And if it works, why not keep it going? Omarion Miller with another first down, another 13-yard gain. Inching towards the red zone. Boley looking to throw once again, and what a catch. 1st and goal. I believe that was Kyson Brown. So Sun Devils looking to add some insurance. 2nd and goal. Handoff to Brown. He's going to get stopped. Nowhere for him to go. 3rd and goal. Try not to have to settle for a field goal because I cannot hit field goals. So we'll see. We're going to go for it. 4th and goal. And we are on the 4. Boley over the middle. And it's not there. We cannot make it happen. Still 7-3 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Boley looking to throw again. And that's caught. Cut into double coverage too. So we are looking to make something happen here. We couldn't do anything the last time we got down here, but Omarion Miller gets the first down. And there's another first down. 2nd and goal now for the Sun Devils. Kyson Brown will waltz it right up the middle for a touchdown. 14-3, Arizona State 3rd quarter. 2nd and long for Cutter Boley. And he caught it. 3rd and inches, trying to keep this offense rolling. Handoff to Brown. He will get the first down. Into Kansas territory now. 1st and 10. Handoff to Brown once again. He's got some space. He gets it to the 5. Okay, there we go. 2nd and 2. It's hard to read those sometimes. Looking to build on our lead. Handoff to Brown again. He has not made it. Gets stopped at the 2. It's nice to see our run game, we've had some success, so that's nice. Hoping to build on that, but we'll see. Got halfway to go here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal. 3rd and inches. And that's good. That's a touchdown. 21-3 with 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go. Isaiah Marshall gets brought down. That's another sack for the Sun Devils. Handoff to Edwards. He's got some space. He gets the first down and more as Kansas works its way to midfield. On the 30, Marshall under pressure, gets away, scrambles, gets a throw off, and it's caught! Wow, what a throw, especially under pressure. Holy moly. And Kansas is right back into this one. That is insane. Isaiah Marshall was facing some pressure, scrambles to get open, and then makes the good throw downfield to get Kansas back into this one. And Arizona State has had some field goal opportunities already in this game, and we haven't really been able to do anything with it, as there's another sack for the Devils, third of the game. And that might come back to hurt us. It's a 2-score game still, but, I mean, Isaiah Marshall can run and he can throw. Gets hit there on the throw, and it's incomplete. They'll turn it over, so good stop from the Devils. Boley over the middle. Omari Miller has been busy. You know, we haven't seen any Reed Harris today. Looking to throw again over the middle. That seems to work for us. There's Reed Harris, I think. He's the one who makes that catch. Knowing me, I could probably get both of these guys confused because it's 3 and 4. And there's the second interception of the game. Or the third, I should say. And it comes at a worse time. I didn't show the second one. But plenty of time on the clock for Kansas to do something. There's nowhere for Dylan Edwards to go on that play. Marshall looking to throw, steps up and gets brought down. 5th sack of the game for Arizona State. Some other things I'm thinking about doing are just changing some of the sliders just to help me out as a disabled gamer, like turning messing with pass coverage and the interception sliders, because I'm going to throw picks, but I'd like to maybe not throw them as often, and it's not like I can see very well. So just some things I'm going to be tweaking to figure it out. I'm playing on All-American, and I'm playing with Matt Tinn's All-American version 4 sliders. I know there was a patch today as of recording this, and that's knocked away. Good play by the defense to spare, we give up the pick, and we're able to not give up points after the fact. So here we go with a field goal. And as you can see, I just can't time my field goals right now. I mean, not time, but, I can't move the arrow correctly. I don't know what I'm trying to think of, but I've been struggling all year, and I can't be afraid to make field goals. Isaiah Marshall downfield to run, and he catches it, and he is on the run. There's no one there, and that's why you've got to be able to make your field goals. So, just like that, it's a 1-score game. Anyways, that's why I kind of want to tweak sliders, not to necessarily make things too easy. I don't want to dominate, but I want to be competitive. So that's upsetting, but Brunn with a 30-plus yard catch in the first quarter, and then arguably the biggest catch of the game so far. So they try to go for 2, and they missed. So that's good for us. We just have to add some points, but we failed to do so. That is bad. 3rd interception for Cutter Boley, and it puts the Jayhawks in the red zone to make a final play. That's not caught in the end zone. It is 3rd and long. Marshall looking to throw back to the same receiver and score. So the comeback has been completed. So some costly errors on Cutter Boley have led Kansas to come back and take the lead here with 30 seconds to go in the 4th. They're going to go for 2 to make it to where we have to score a field goal to tie, and Dylan Edwards flops right on in, and that is the final blow. So what a comeback. Like I said, I'm just going to tune some sliders, see kind of like what works for me, because I don't mind losing games like this. That's fine. I mean, it's frustrating. If I can't kick field goals, like, that's on me, but, I might just tweak things a little bit. Like in MLB The Show, for example, if you watch that series, I play with pitch speed cranked down so I can actually track the ball. And I'm not dominating, but I'm doing better than I would if things were at default, because I just don't have the skills. So I might do the same thing with college football. Who knows? Anyways, One thing to take note here is that Busby has locked us out, the left tackle. We had our other left tackle lock us out too, but we were losing him to Duke anyway, so I was just like, well, we'll just give this up. And it's because we are not getting enough offensive yards, so we really have got to do something about that because we need tackles. And as far as the recruiting goes, I figured we've got dynasty points, and I still really haven't figured out how to best utilize them. So I figured we will just dump some into some quarterbacks. They're just 3 stars because there's really not any 4 stars that are interested in us. But one of the 3-star quarterbacks we have has 93 throw power. So if we can, get that and develop him and whatnot, that'd be great. But it's also important to note that next week is our week against Baylor and week 5, and we have some recruits visited. So we need to really step up and, figure out like what we, get the win so we get some guys to recruit. We do have some verbal commitments. Montrell Grover, the running back, commits verbally. Timmy Warner commits. He is a Mike. And then we got the cornerback, Dontrell Duarte. I really wanted him. He had a lot of speed. So we do get some verbal commitments, but we do lose Emmett Gore. He commits to SMU, I believe. So we've got to kind of rebuild, tweak our recruiting board just a little bit. So like I said, we've got week 5 against Baylor in the next video. The Bears sit at 3-1, 0-1 in conference play, but we're not too worried about that. We're going to worry more about practice, and there you see some guys with some increased composure. So we've got that to look forward to. We'll see if it helps. we need all the help we can get. Willie Osborne, the wide receiver, is a little bit concerning for me. As you can see, he hard committed to SMU, so yeah, he's done. We got to move him off the board, but Osborne is a little bit concerning to me. We've got to up our offensive yards to try to get the left tackle in Busby interested in us again. And here you go. So we have Alex Weil. He's the quarterback with, I want to say, they both have above 90 throwing power. I just don't remember which one has which. But we have gotten on the board. And then I believe that says Paris Jernigan. I'll have to look at that later. It's kind of hard to see. But he's a dual threat, and then we got a backfield passer or backfield creator in Weil, I believe. So we are trying to get that interest built in that. Willie Osborne, we have a hard sell on him, and Georgia Tech has him coming in week 8, and he's, like I said, we've got to really shine against Baylor because he's here. We need to impress because I really want this to go well for us. We've also got Tyson Scales, but he's drawing more interest. I didn't look to see who he's drawing more interest on, but we are second on his board. I'm not really worried about him. We'll figure that out. So yeah, we are just hoping to really impress because I want Willie Osborne on our team. So that's what we have to look forward to next time, you guys. If you like what you saw, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. And we'll see if week 5 goes better. We try to get back on track against the Baylor Bears and get our first conference win. So with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care and have a great rest of y'all's day.